Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to talk about the various things you must know before you are applying to any PhD program. So let us begin. The first thing is, what are the essential qualifications in order to apply for a PhD? Well, at this moment you require a master's degree in the subject for which you are applying for a PhD, or in an associated subject. There are a list of associated subjects which varies from department to department, from university to university, and depending on these associate subjects, for example, if you are applying for a PhD in comparative literature at Jadavpur University, you can have an MA in English, linguistics or Bengali, and of course also in comparative literature in order to apply for the PhD. However, in the near future, with the implication and the execution of the new education policy, or the NEP of 2020, in the near future, if you have a 4 years bachelor degree, you can also apply for the PhD after completing your bachelor's degree without opting for a master's, but that is going to happen in the future, so let's not dwell on that right now. In addition to that, there are some other desirable qualifications which you might have, or if you have them, you will have some sort of an advantage. For example, if you have presented papers at conferences or at seminars or webinars, especially in and around the area on which you are doing your PhD or on which you are proposing your PhD, then you will have some sort of an advantage. However, if you have a publication in that domain, that might not necessarily play for your advantage. Why? Because they might, by they I mean the panel of evaluators who are out there to check whether you will qualify or not, might think that your project is already completed, which is why it exists in a published form. But it can also play out in your favor, wherein they will think that you have already published something on that topic, so you have some basic idea of what you are talking about. This no one can guarantee whether it will play in your favor or whether it will play against you, but if you have a publication, might as well show it, because who knows, it might play in your favor as well. The second thing which we will talk about is the selection process. So as you know, this video is about Indian universities. I will also be doing a separate video for foreign universities, especially universities in the UK and the USA. If you want me to do that, please let me know down in the comments, and I will definitely bring that up in the upcoming days. For that, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. Now, for Indian universities, the selection is generally of two types, where there is an entrance and an interview. Interviews are common for almost all universities. In some universities there is no entrance test and directly an interview, and in some universities there is both an entrance and an interview. Now, in most universities, this entrance you can bypass if you have qualified the UGC net. For example, Jadavpur University, the University of Delhi, and many other universities always require you to have UGC net in order to bypass the entrance test and directly sit for the interview. Whereas there are other universities like the University of Hyderabad, which requires you to sit for the entrance exam no matter whether you have qualified the UGC net or not. If you want to know more about how you can qualify UGC net, I have already made a video about that, the link to which will be up here somewhere. Please go and check that out. I have talked in detail about how you can qualify UGC net very easily. The selection procedure is that first you have to sit for the entrance or you have to qualify the net. Then you will go for an interview where you have to present a research proposal. About the research proposal I will come in a few minutes. but you have to present a research proposal on which you will be questioned by a board of evaluators who will ask you questions on and about your research area, and depending on that your whole selection process will build. Then they will publish a merit list. If your name is on that list, congratulations, you are selected, and then you can go and pursue your PhD at that department and at that university. Now let's come to the third topic, which is what are some of the most important things you must keep in mind, or what are some requirements for a PhD. First of all, you must have a research proposal. I have a detailed 1-hour video in this channel itself about how to write a thesis proposal, the link to which will be up here somewhere. Go and check that one out. I have talked in detail about what a proposal is, what is its structure, how you can write it, so on and so forth. But I have also talked in that video about how you can write a better research proposal. In addition to that, you must talk to a potential person of interest, which is commonly referred to as a PI or a POI, or a potential supervisor in a university where you want to pursue your PhD. For example, if you want to pursue your PhD at the Department of English at Jawaharlal Nehru University or JNU, you must start your preparation at least 1 year earlier than the time when you want to apply. If you want to apply in 2022, now is the time to start. Find out who is an expert on the topic on which you have made your research proposal. Send them an email with a greeting and with an indication that you have read their research work and are interested to discuss your research proposal with them. Don't directly say at the very beginning that you want to work under them as a research scholar, or you want them to supervise your proposal or your dissertation in the upcoming days. That might be a little off-putting at the very onset. But if you talk to them, if you build up a relationship with them, then you will find yourself in a position where the entire amount of work you are putting in to build this kind of a relationship with your potential person of interest will basically work in your favor when you go for that interview. Because in an interview, in a PhD interview, you're often asked the question, with whom did you speak before you came here? And if you already have spoken to someone, then that will be an advantage, because that person will vouch for you. If you have managed to impress them, then that person will vouch for you and your selection process will become a lot easier. In addition, you can also talk to other people who are not potentially your supervisors but are scholars on the topic on which you want to work. They will always give you valuable feedback. Don't be afraid to reach out to people just because they are, stellar scholars in their field. They are often more than happy to help out people like you and me who are just budding scholars in the department or in their field, because they feel that they have had an impact, and because of their impact we are now coming in to contribute to their area of expertise. So don't hesitate to reach out to anyone. Build up a network, and this will help you, because when in the interview you will be asked questions, you can refer to your conversations with these people, and by that you can easily build an impression or a reputation which will help you in the interview process. Now, the fourth thing is important information and updates. How on earth are you supposed to know when these informations about PhD seats will come out? Well, I got you covered. Follow my Facebook page Aritra Basu, the link to which will be down in the description, and join my Facebook group called Academic Source and Knowledge, where I constantly post updates, circulating information from various sources, universities all across the country and sometimes abroad as well. When they upload their notifications, as I have subscribed to a ton of newsletters, and I have friends all across the country who give me information when their university uploads a new advertisement, not just for PhD enthusiasts, but for enthusiasts of academia all throughout their careers. You can follow my Facebook page and join my Facebook group for further updates. I keep on posting information there just to ensure that no one is left behind because they didn't get the right information at the right time. This information is very crucial and you must keep this information ready a long time before you wish to apply. Because if you want to apply in the month of September and you come to know about it in the month of August, you won't have enough time to prepare, right? So you must know which university uploads its advertisement at what point of time, because that will give you an idea of when to start preparing for that particular university during the time when you want to apply, right? And the preparation time is very important, as I have already told you before. Please start preparing at least a year before you want to apply. That will give you enough time and you will be at a better position than most people who are applying for a PhD. Lastly, let me talk about some miscellaneous aspects. There are many universities like the University of Hyderabad or Jadavpur University in some years where they upload PhD ads twice a year. It's called the dual session system, which is popular in the United States of America, and when they have many seats available, these universities upload their PhD advertisements twice a year. Now people often ask me, when is it a good time to apply? There is no such thing called a good time to apply. The moment you finish your MA, you can apply, and in the near future PhDs will become compulsory as a prerequisite to teach in colleges as well. Many of you already know that the government of India has published a notification saying that PhDs are now compulsory to teach at universities, but they have kept MA and NET as the requirement to teach at colleges. But it is my belief that in the upcoming years, in 10 years or so, PhDs will become compulsory to teach in undergraduate colleges as well. But let's keep that aside. If you want me to talk about that special notification, because there is a lot of doubts and complications about that one, please let me know down in the comments. I will definitely talk about that. In addition to that, you might also notice that some universities in their advertisements list an area of specializations under which there are seats. Now this is a little dubious. There are some universities which prefer that you stick to them. There are other universities which just give that as a requisite. There is no hard and fast rule. My advice is talk to people who are already in that university, pursuing their research in that university, to know whether it is advisable to stick to that list of specializations or not. If you have a research proposal which sticks to that, there is nothing like it. You don't need to ask anything else. But if you don't have a research proposal, many people have only one research proposal, I advise you have at least 2 or 3, because we live in a competitive world. We don't always get what we want. So it's better to have a PhD than to wish for having a PhD on a topic you love, right? So this is the thing. And also many people have asked me in the past, and I myself had this doubt, whether IITs are good for humanities. Let me answer this question in one simple word. Yes, they are brilliant. They give a lot of money to you as a teaching assistant, scholarship fund type of thing, and they also give you a lot of opportunity to grow. They are often thought of as institutes of eminence. If you pursue your degree from an IIT, you will get a lot of advantage in recruitments outside India, and they also give you a lot of opportunities to grow and network. They also give you travel allowances, so if you go outside India for a conference or a scholarship, they will fund you. So IITs are great. If you get a chance, please don't miss out on it. And finally, what is the future of PhD? You can always apply for the post of an assistant professor at any college or university in the country, or even outside India for that matter. And in addition to that, you will have that prestigious title of doctor in front of your name. Who doesn't like that, right? So that is it for today. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions, queries, doubts or comments, please leave them down, or if you have any suggestions, please leave them down in the comments. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I will see you people in the next one. Till then, hasta la vista.